Gianna, thank you guys for all your sacrifice.
Whoever you are, old or young, you have people in your life that you love and you'll do anything for. We saw that reflected in the glimpses of his life. Glimpses of Kobe Bryant as a dad.
Such a long journey, so many sacrifices for my family and me working hard.
Glimpses of Gigi Bryant as the future.
Fans will come up to me and she'll be standing next to me and they'll be like, hey, you gotta have a boy. You and V gotta have a boy, man. You got somebody carry on the tradition, the legacy. She's like, oh, yeah, I got this.
We're never gonna forget the sadness, the darkness, the emptiness. All the things that we come to sports to get away from. But that's all right. Because even when the world doesn't feel like it makes much sense, we can still do what Kobe did. Find something or someone that you love and give yourself over to him completely. That will always be the essence of the ball player, the icon, the legend, and the human being. And through all the tears, it'll always be a beautiful thing.
For the final time, number 24 on the floor, five-time world champion, Kobe Bryant.
So Los Angeles is considered the city of angels. Well, they just gained a new one. Kobe Bryant watching over LA as it prepares to mourn and move forward. Exactly. And that's just one of the pieces that have shown up here in the middle of LA live over the last 6 days. The celebration continues. 20,000 t-shirts were placed on the seats inside of Staples Center. Half of them were at the 8, 24 on the other side. We've seen every single player come out in their warm-ups wearing a Kobe Bryant jersey, trying to compose themselves and dealing with the emotions and the weight of having to play since the loss of Kobe Bryant. We are 4 minutes away from the official tribute to Kobe Bryant that will take place right inside of Staples Center. As we get closer, guys, I want us to reminisce favorite Kobe memories. Give them to me. We'll start with Jalen.
Wow. My favorite memory was looking at the back of his license plate number the night he scored 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. And here's why for all young people. Please pay attention to this point. It's so very important. He never talked trash. When you show a mixtape in that game, I'm trying to tell you, in that game, Paul, you know how this works. Guys will have 8 points and be talking trash.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
In that game, right.
Because if you get to 51, 61, and you start talking trash and start thumping your chest, people start double teaming you, start triple teaming you, want to injure you, and you never get there. But he was so locked in. You do an all-time great hot a Kobe Bryant mixtape. None of those plays are going to be in the game. He was literally just putting the smack down like an adult. And that's why I always respect the Black Mama. I will be a footnote, a footstool to his greatness as many times as I can be.
I mean, I gotta agree with Jalen. I mean, I remember watching the game when he scored 81. That was one of my favorite just Kobe moments. I told the story. I was sitting in my basement in Boston playing dominoes, and it's one of those typical nights. I'm hearing the score. I'm kind of watching it like how we were looking back and forth, and he has like 40, 50. Then he gets to 60. Then they say like 70, and I turn around, I put the dominoes down, we stopped playing, and then we looked up, and he ends up with 81, and I was like, this is unreal. It was video game like. It's like when you play the video game and use one player to score all the points, and he actually did it.
Mine is personal. 12 years ago this week, I had a heart attack. I was in the hospital 4 days. I got out, I get home, there's an enormous bouquet of flowers at the front door, and it says from Kobe Bryant. And I was like, okay, this is like Kornheiser playing a joke. This is not from Kobe. And I called John Black, the longtime director of public relations here at the Lakers. And I said, this is not, and he said, well, he called me to get your address. So yes, it is from Kobe. And I went down to see him. The next game I could see, they were in Phoenix, and I happened to be in Scottsdale. I got into the arena, and Kobe hugs me, you all right? You gotta do better than this, close the door to the trainer's room. And I get, what for? He says, hey, you gonna be a father. You can't live like this. You got to be better than this. We can't have this. We can't lose you. And it was a lecture that had some impact on my life, and it's remarkable. It's been 12 years ago, and I remember every word that was said. Most of I can't repeat right here, but the message was loud and clear.
Two memories stand out in my mind away from the court. Obviously, him against Indiana in the finals year, but his last game in Philadelphia, when that crowd cheered for him. I know Kobe, it meant a lot to him. We and I talked about that because